sleepy cuties, little dreamers, star sailors with heavy eyes. Tonight, you're drifting away from your pillow, floating up and up until the ceiling becomes the sky, and the sky becomes a sea of twinkling stars. You are no longer in your room now. You are in moon space, a quiet place where the stars blink slowly, as if they are sleepy too. And in this soft, glowing world, we meet our friends. Not heroes, not fighters, just gentle moon travelers. There was Lumi, a small glowing cloud with eyes like warm lanterns, who floated instead of walking. And Pip, a tiny star fox with silver ears and a tail that shimmered like mist. And Morrow, a round moon bear, soft as a pillow, who carried a little backpack full of dreams. And Bluebell, a shy, floating jelly moon, who glowed brighter when she felt happy, and dimmed when she felt unsure. Together, they drifted gently across the moon's surface, where the ground looked like powdered sugar, and the craters shimmered like glowing bowls of milk. They were called the Sleepy Cuties, not because they were tired, but because they helped others fall asleep. Lost dreams, wandering thoughts, tiny forgotten wishes. They found them all and tucked them safely into the night. This evening, something felt strange. The usual silence of moon space was different. Not empty, but full, as if the quiet itself was whispering. Lumi slowed her floating and tilted her glowing head. "Do you hear that?" she asked softly. Pip flicked his glowing tail. "I don't hear anything loud," he said, "but I feel something." Morrow stopped waddling and sat down with a tiny puff on the moon dust. "It's like the night is talking," he yawned. Bluebell shimmered faintly. "I think," she whispered, "the moon is lonely." They all became very still, and that was when they heard it. Not with their ears, but inside their chests. A whisper, soft, warm, tired. "Come closer." They followed the feeling, down a glowing slope, past silver rocks, by floating moonflowers that gently closed as they passed, until they reached a crater. Not dark, not empty, but glowing, with floating orbs of pale moonlight. Each one shimmered like a tiny soul, drifting slowly in circles. Lumi floated lower. "Are these stars?" Pip squinted. "No, they feel smaller, softer, like dreams." The whisper returned. "Longer now. We're tired. We forgot the way. We can't sleep." Bluebell's light dimmed. "They're not ghosts," she said quietly. "They're lost sleep dreams." Morrow opened his backpack. Inside were tiny glowing blankets made of glow thread, soft dreams in jars, and star-shaped pillows. "Oh," he murmured. "No one tucks them in anymore." Lumi floated toward the crater. "Sleepy cuties," she said gently. "We have work to do." One by one, they began helping. Morrow placed tiny dream blankets around floating lights. Pip guided wandering glows back into cozy groups. Bluebell sang without words, a soft hum, like moonlight breathing, and Lumi glowed warmer, soothing, like a night lamp in the dark. The floating lights slowly calmed. Their drifting slowed. The whispers softened into sighs. "Thank you. So sleepy now. The moon feels warm again, but something remained. One light, far below. Not floating, not glowing warmly, but flickering. Lumi leaned closer. This one isn't resting. Pip's ears drooped. It's scared. The tiny light trembled, its glow dim and uneven. I can't remember my dream, it whispered. Bluebell floated closer and wrapped her jelly moon glow around it. It's okay, she said quietly. You don't have to remember right now. You just have to rest. But the little light shook. I forgot where I belong. And suddenly a new sound, a low, distant echo. Not scary, but sad, like the moon itself was sighing. Morrow looked up. The moon is crying. The crater shimmered uneasily. The whisper returned, louder now. Not many voices, but one. Deep, old, tired. I've been holding dreams too long. I don't know how to sleep. The friends looked at each other. Lumi spoke gently. The moon is not just a place. It's a heart. Pip swallowed. And hearts get tired too. Bluebell glowed warm again. Then maybe the moon needs tucking in too. The sleepy cuties held paws, claws, cloud edges, mound jelly arms, and together they floated upward, toward the center of the glowing moon, toward the voice, toward the heart of the night itself. Music softens further, a pause. And just as they reached the glowing surface, they felt something, big, gentle, lonely, beginning to change. But that's where part one rests, like a yawn, before sleep grows deeper. Sleep now, little dreamer. The moon is listening. The stars are blinking slowly, and the sleepy cuties are only just beginning. The surface of the moon shimmered, not like rock, but like calm water. And when the sleepy cuties drifted closer, they did not fall. They floated through, as if passing into a warm cloud. Inside the moon, there were halls made of pearl light, slow-flowing rivers of starlight, and floating bridges woven from quiet. Everything glowed gently, as if the moon itself was breathing. In and out, Pip's foxtails shimmered brighter. It feels like a lullaby in here. Morrow hugged his dream bag closer. I think the moon is sad, but also hopeful. Bluebell glowed a little brighter. I think it hasn't dreamed in a long time. They followed the gentle pull down deeper, past glowing caves, where soft dream creatures slept curled in the walls like constellations, until at last they reached the heart. Not a heart like a drum, not a heart like a fire, but a heart like a lantern, floating, large and round, cracked in tiny places, light leaking softly from within, and curled around it was the spirit, not scary, not sharp, just tired, a long silver shape, like a dragon made of moonlight haze, eyes dim as dying stars, wings folded, around the glowing heart, as if trying to keep it warm. You came, the spirit whispered. Its voice echoed softly, like wind through soft bells. I tried to hold all dreams, so none would fall, so none would fade. But I grew tired, and now I cannot sleep. Lumi floated closer. You weren't meant to hold them alone. The spirit's glow flickered. But if I rest, what happens to the dreams? Pip stepped forward bravely. They rest too. Morrow opened his backpack. And when dreams are tucked in, they grow stronger. Bluebell slowly drifted near the heart. She touched it gently, and her glow began to change. Soft pink, soft blue, like bedtime sky. The cracks in the heart shimmered, not closing, but warming. The spirit sighed, long, deep, heavy. I forgot what rest feels like. Lumi wrapped her glow around its face. Then we'll remember together. The sleepy cuties began their work again. Not with tools, but with kindness. Moro pulled out the biggest dream blanket, a blanket stitched with stars, and slowly draped it over the spirit's wings. Pip padded carefully across the glowing heart, leaving tiny, warm footprints of light. Bluebell hummed softly, a song with no words, only emotion, like being rocked to sleep. And Lumi glowed brighter than ever before, filling the chamber with soft, golden calm. The spirit's eyes fluttered, its wings relaxed. The heart glowed steadier, brighter and smoother. But then, something shivered, deep in the moon. A shadow of feeling, not dark, but heavy. A forgotten place, still calling. The spirit whispered sleepily, "There is one place, still awake. One dream, still lost." Pip's ears lifted. Where? The moon heart pulsed gently, and the answer echoed through all of them. The far crater. Lumi turned. That's where the weakest whisper came from. Moro nodded. If even one dream is lost, the moon won't rest. The spirit slowly lifted its head. Tears of silver light drifted upward. I tried to forget that place. It's where dreams go, when no one remembers them. Bluebell's light flickered softly. Then that's where we'll go. The moon heart shimmered once, then opened a glowing pathway, a tunnel of slow-falling stars, leading outward, beyond the heart, towards somewhere, quiet and lonely. The spirit curled closer, already drifting into soft sleep. Thank you. It sighed. I haven't rested in a very long time. As the sleepy cuties floated toward the glowing tunnel, the moon behind them began to hum, not sadly, but peacefully. And far away, at the edge of the moon, something small and forgotten waited. The tunnel shimmered like falling snow, stars drifting upward. The sleepy cuties floated slowly, not in a hurry, not afraid, just calm, as if the moon itself were carrying them. They emerged on the far side, where the glow faded, and the moon turned pale blue. The ground here felt colder, softer, like powdered frost. The far crater was enormous, deep, so deep the bottom could not be seen. Mist curled up from its depths, not dark, just quiet. Too quiet. Pip whispered, "This place feels forgotten." Bluebell shimmered weakly. There are dreams down there, but they're asleep inside sadness. A soft wind moved upward, bringing whispers still, but faint, tired, unfinished. Lumi floated closer to the edge, her glow reaching down, calling gently. "Hello? Is anyone awake down there?" For a long time, nothing answered. Then, a flicker. Far below, a tiny glow stirred. Slow, uncertain, like an embarrassed dream. Unsure if it should exist, Moro peered into the mist. "I see one. It's so small, and very, very alone." The tiny light drifted upward, trembling, its glow weak. barely there. The light whispered. I tried to be remembered, but nobody did. So I went to sleep. The sleepy cuties gathered closer, creating a soft circle, a nest of glow. Bluebell floated beside the tiny light. That doesn't mean you disappear. The little dream flickered. But if no one remembers me, do I still matter? Lumi shone warmly. You mattered enough to be born. Pip wagged his glowing tail. And enough for us to find you. The tiny dream pulsed, brighter, and just a little. Moro reached into his bag, pulling out the softest dream pillow. He placed it gently beneath the glow. You don't need to earn rest. The dream whispered. I forgot how to sleep. Bluebell hum-sang again, soft and slow, like moonlight melting. Lumi wrapped her glow around the tiny dream, a blanket of warmth, a shield of peace, slowly, gently. The dream relaxed. Its glow hopped once, like a heartbeat, then steadied. But then, far down in the crater, something moved. A sigh. Low, deep, nearly invisible. Something else was there. Not a monster, not a ghost. Just a bigger sadness. A heavier forgetting. The crater mist stirred, and out of it formed a shape. Round, large, dim. A forgotten dream giant. Not frightening, just empty. Eyes dull. Body made of dusted glow. Moving slowly, like a cloud that forgot the sky. I carry, it said, all the dreams. No one wants any more. Moro clutched his bag. They're too heavy for you. The giant sagged. I know, but I don't know how to let go. Pip stepped forward. We'll help you rest too. The giant whispered. But I'm not small. Lumi floated up to its face. You're not too big to be kind to yourself. The sleepy cuties worked together. Not lifting, not pushing, but soothing. Bluebell glowed brighter, lighting the giant's dim chest. Lumi touched its forehead, filling its thoughts with calm. Moro placed dream pillows at its feet, and Pip curled at its side. Small, brave, warm. The giant's shoulders softened. Its dust began to glow. Its eyes slowly closed, and as it slept, the forgotten dreams lifted from it, like sparks, like fireflies, rising gently back into the sky. The far crater began to shimmer, not empty, but lighter, breathing. The tiny dream now glowed warmly, nestled in its pillow, safe. It whispered. I think I remember. Bluebell smiled softly. What? Being loved. Beyond the crater, the moon began to glow brighter again, slowly healing, slowly humming. But one question floated silently between them. Pip said quietly, if all dreams go somewhere, where do we go? When ours end? No one answered. Not yet. The moon whispered. Soft. Somewhere. Deeper still. The far crater was quiet again, but not empty. It felt full, not of dreams, but of peace. The tiny glowing dream had fallen asleep, curled on its cloud pillow, warm, safe, complete. The sleepy cuties stood together, looking upward, as the forgotten dreams floated like glowing leaves, back into the sky, back where stars are born. Lumi spoke. barely louder than a thought. The moon feels lighter. Bluebell shimmered softly. Yes, but something still feels unfinished. A soft path began to glow, leading away from the crater. Not carved into the moon, but growing from it, like silver vines, gentle steps of light. Morrow tilted his head. I think the moon wants to show us something else. They followed the glowing trail, winding slowly, past silent hills, past streams of starlight, past doors in the moon that had never been opened until now. At the end of the glowing path, there was a garden, not made of dirt, but light, not full of flowers, but dreams. Each dream rested inside a soft glowing pod, like sleeping lanterns, hanging gently from moon tree branches, floating in warm air, bobbing slightly, as if breathing. Pip whispered, "This is where dreams rest forever." Bluebell glowed pale pink. So they are never lost, only asleep. And in the center of the garden, there was a pool, still, clear, reflecting stars. Not like water, like memory. Morrow shuffled closer. "I feel something in there." He leaned forward and saw, not himself, but a younger moon, a smaller star, a dream he once had, long ago. Before he carried dreams, before he carried others, before he forgot himself. Bluebell saw her first glow. Pip saw his first leap. Lumi saw her first spark. And something else appeared. Not theirs. Yours. A soft reflection of you. Floating, wrapped in light. Asleep in the dream pool. The moon whispered, "Every dream you've ever had is still here." Waiting? Pip's voice trembled. "Why do some never return to the dreamers?" The garden answered, "Not in words, but feeling. Some dreams grow too big. Some dreams change shape. Some dreams become quiet watching stars instead of eager skyfish." Morrow nodded slowly. "They don't leave us. They grow into us." The garden stirred. One pod shimmered brighter, then another, then dozens. The moon spirit appeared again, now glowing stronger, rested, peaceful. He looked at the sleepy cuties with gentle eyes. "You helped me remember how to sleep, and now I will help you understand." He gestured to the pond. "When a dream finishes, it does not vanish. It becomes what you are made of." The garden glowed warmly. Bluebell asked softly, "Is that why? Not everything hurts forever?" The moon spirit smiled. "Yes. And why? Not everything beautiful leaves." A soft breeze moved through the garden. Pods swayed. Light hummed. Even the moon breathed deeper. Lumi whispered, "I don't feel afraid anymore." Pip yawned. "My paws feel heavy." Morrow hugged his bag. "I think it might soon be time." The moon spirit nodded. "Rest is close now." Above them, the moon slowly darkened. Not tonight, but to deeper calm. The moon garden dimmed, not in darkness, but in softness, as though the light itself was getting sleepy. The dream pods bobbed more slowly, their glow fading to ember-soft comfort, like lanterns before dawn. The sleepy cuties felt it, not in their minds, but in their bodies. Pip curled his tail around his paws. Bluebell shimmered low and warm. Moro sat down heavily, like a bear made of clouds, and Lumi shone just enough to see, but not enough to wake anything. The moon spirit yawned, a long silver yawn that made stars flicker, and then he stretched, his shape shrinking, his wings folding, becoming smaller, quieter. "I have not slept," he whispered, "for so long." He slowly floated downward into the garden center, lowered gently into the dream pool. The water light cradled him, closing around his shape without a sound. And when his eyes finally closed, the moon exhaled. A soft sound moved through moon space. Not quite wind, not quite breath. The moon spirit slept, and when he did, the moon itself began to dream. Above, stars slowed their blinking. Below, the garden glowed in rhythmic hush. The sleepy cuties watched, swaying where they stood. Moro whispered, "He's dreaming." Bluebell hummed, the hum of comfort, the hum of warm lamps, the hum of safe nights. Lumi felt her glow dim naturally, like a candle not being blown out, just resting. Pip whispered, "What happens to us now?" The moon garden whispered back, "Rest." A soft field of light unfurled, like a blanket across the garden, drifting, covering dreams, covering pods, covering paws, covering glow. Moro lay down near the pool, his bag tucked beneath his arm, like a pillow made of memories. Bluebell floated low, nestling where the light was warmest, curling into herself, like a jelly moon tucked in a cup of stars. Pip curled beside her, one ear twitching, one eye already closed. Lumi hovered a moment longer, watching, listening, glowing softly. Then she, too, lowered herself beside them. "I'll stay awake," she whispered. "Just a little longer." But the moon had other plans. The air itself began to sing, not with sound, but with sleep. And Lumi's glow softened, her awareness melting, edges blending, like a cloud forgetting its shape. Her eyes closed. Above them, the garden became still. And out beyond, the moon finally slept. High in moon space, new dreams began forming. Tiny lights blinking awake for the first time. The moon garden slept, not empty, not silent, but full of dreams breathing together in slow shimmering rhythm. The dream pods glowed faintly, like fireflies wrapped in blankets, floating. Just enough light to say everything was safe. The sleepy cuties did not move. They did not need to. Sleep had found them, like a warm tide, and carried them away. Pip's little chest rose and fell. Bluebell shimmered, soft and steady, like a glowing pearl sleeping in a shell. Moro snored, very little, like a moon purring, and Lumi dreamed. She dreamed of light, of being the night lamp for the world, of floating through dark rooms, leaving kindness behind her, like feathers of glow. Beyond the garden, the moon spirit slept deeper and deeper, his dreams painting the inside of the moon with new color, new calm, new forever. The moon itself dreamed too. It dreamed of being whole, of being held, of never again carrying the sky alone. Above, in moon space, stars slowed, then softened, then blurred. Into one gentle glow, time became quiet. So quiet, it forgot to move. The garden dreamed. The moon dreamed. The dreams dreamed. And someplace, very soft, very near, you dreamed too. The moon spirit's voice came. Not a sound, but feeling. You are safe. You are warm. All your dreams know where to find you. A final glow drifted through moon space, like a lullaby with no notes, wrapping everything, one last time. And the sleepy cuties smile in their sleep. Not because the story ended, but because it did not need to continue. The moon knew. The stars knew. And now, so did you. Rest, little dreamer. Moon space is watching you. Not to haunt, but to hold. Good night. In moon space, not all spirits wander. Some watch, some protect, some glow quietly in the dark. Not to frighten anyone, but to make sure no dream is ever alone. Far beyond the sleepy craters, past silver dust clouds, beyond the floating moon bells, there is a place called Star Hollow, a quiet valley between moons where shining spirits drift like lanterns, not lost, not sad, just still, long ago, before moon space knew silence. These spirits lived among the stars. They laughed in constellations, slept inside comets, and danced where galaxies bloomed like flowers. But when they grew tired of glowing, when they finished living as starlight, they did not fade. They became our star spirits. Now they wander moon space gently, looking for travelers who feel cold, lost, or afraid of the dark. If a dream floats too far, a spirit guides it home. If a traveler feels loneliness, a spirit hums nearby. If someone cries without sound, a spirit glows closer, brighter, warmer. Some people call them ghosts, but the moon knows better. They are not here to haunt. They are here to hold. Tonight, one tiny traveler wanders alone through pale space. Just a little light, blinking, tired. It drifts carelessly toward the empty dark near Star Hollow. And just before it disappears, a glow appears. Not suddenly, not loudly, just softly. A star spirit floats near, her glow pale blue, eyes full of nightlight peace. She does not speak at first. She only floats beside the tiny traveler, matching its soft flicker. So it feels less alone. Then gently, she whispers, "Come with me." She guides the traveler into Star Hollow. And there, hundreds of spirits glow like floating candles, like stars learning to rest. Each spirit protects something, a dream, a memory, a long-forgotten wish. Some watch over lost children's dreams. Some guard quiet hopes. Some glow beside broken feelings until they heal. The tiny traveler settles among them, its glow growing steadier, warmer. It whispers, "I thought I was forgotten." A spirit beside it answers sweetly, "No light is ever forgotten, only waiting." In Star Hollow, the spirits slowly drift, never rushing, never leaving, just shining, softly. Sometimes, a traveler will feel a chill and think, "I just felt something." But it was not fear. It was a spirit checking gently that they were safe. Sometimes, a lonely dreamer wakes and feels calm for no reason. It was not nothing. The star spirit watched them sleep. And when the moon grows heavy and dreams grow quiet, the spirits sing, not with sound, but with glow, not with words, but with comfort. And all of moon space listens. So tonight, as you fall deeper into rest, remember, those soft lights you imagine are not just stars. They are old friends, still watching, still protecting, still glowing. Just for you. Sleep now, little traveler. The star spirits are near. Nothing in moon space will let you be alone. The tiny traveler stayed in Star Hollow, curled inside its quiet glow, resting above. The star spirits moved gently, never in a straight line, always drifting like quiet thoughts across the Valley of Moons. Some spirits wore shapes of animals once loved: cloudbirds, starcats, moon deer. Others were simply light, soft breathing glow, without edges, without hands, but full of heart, near the edge of Star Hollow. A young spirit lingered. His glow was gold, like starlight trying to become dawn. This was Solon, a spirit who had once been a boy among the stars, before life became light, before time became quiet. Solon still walked instead of drifting, carefully stepping across moon dust, even though he did not need feet anymore. Tonight, he felt something. It wasn't fear. It wasn't danger. It was loneliness. Somewhere, far below, Solon turned quietly toward the edge of Star Hollow and peered into moon space. He saw a traveler drifting too quietly, not broken, not lost, just tired of being alone. Solon did not rush. He never rushed anyone. Instead, he began glowing, a little brighter, just enough to be noticed. The traveler stirred. Then Solon began walk floating beside the traveler, matching its pace, like walking with someone in silence, when no words are needed. A minute passed, then another, and finally, the traveler whispered, "Are you following me?" Solon smiled softly. "I am walking with you," he said. They drifted together, passing sleepy stars, lazy satellites, and quiet moons yawning in the dark. The traveler flickered nervously. "Are you a ghost?" Solon laughed very softly. "No," he said. "I'm just a memory that learned how to glow." They floated in silence again. But this time, it felt warmer. After a while, the traveler spoke again. "Do you ever feel forgotten?" Solon nodded. "Yes. But then," he said, "I see someone like you, and I remember I am needed." The traveler glowed brighter, just a little. They reached a tiny resting moon, no bigger than a dream. Solon sat beside the traveler and said nothing. And somehow, that was enough. The traveler slowly dimmed into warm rest, drifting closer to sleep. When it finally slept, Solon stood, quiet, glowing. Above them, other spirits watched, not with eyes, but with knowing. No traveler here was ever unseen. No loneliness ever walked alone. When Solon turned back toward Star Hollow, he did not leave footprints, but something stayed, a trail of peace, lingering, like moon perfume in the dark. And as the traveler slept, its glow whispered, without words, "Thank you," far away. The moon smiled dot In moon space, even bad dreams exist. But they are not allowed to stay bad for long. There is a place far from Star Hollow, past the quiet orbiting rings, behind a moon shaped like a sleeping cat, called the Dream Gate. It is not a door. It is not a wall. It is a soft, glowing space in the dark, where dreams pass like clouds. Here, good dreams glow gently and float through, like warm birds. But sad dreams, scary dreams, heavy dreams, come through trembling, unsure. And that is where she waits. They call her Neora. She is tall and silver, with hair like fog, and hands made of glow. She once dreamed as a child, on a moon that no longer exists. So she learned how dreams can hurt. Now, she watches the Dream Gate, with eyes soft enough to change nightmares, just by looking at them. When a bad dream appears, it does not roar. It does not bite. It simply whimpers, and Neora kneels before it. She never pushes dreams away. She never traps them. She listens. A dream of falling becomes a dream of floating. A dream of being chased becomes a dream of being carried. A dream of being lost becomes a dream of being found. Her hands glow warmer when a bad dream arrives. Sometimes a dream refuses to change. That night, one did. It came through the gate, dark as quiet thunder, shaking. Neora did not flinch. She knelt, as she always did. But this dream did not speak. So Neora whispered first, "You don't have to be loud to be heard." The dream stilled. "I only exist because someone is scared," it said in a small voice. Neora smiled gently. "And that means you were born from caring." She reached out, not to erase, but to shape. Light wove between her fingers and softly wrapped the dream, like night becoming blanket. The darkness softened, turned blue, then pearly white, until the bad dream was just a tired one. She guided it through the gate, not away, but deeper, into a place called the Soft Before Morning, a hidden corner of sleep, where all dreams can rest. As Neora stood, the dream gate hummed again. Good dreams passed, like glowing fish. Above her, 1,000 moons pulsed gently, watching, and far away. A dreamer slept more peacefully, without knowing why. Neora closed her eyes and smiled. No one sees her, but everyone feels her. The hush before rest, the warmth after tears, the calm when fear leaves quietly. She is not a ghost. She is a keeper, and she will be there tonight too. For you, not all dreams stay where they are meant to be. Sometimes, tiny wishes slip away, falling silently into craters, or floating too far into the dark. And that is when Aurelia wakes. She is a spirit made of silver mist and soft starlight, with hands that glow faintly like candlelight. Her hair flows like a comet's tail, and her eyes shimmer with the memory of every wish ever made. Aurelia does not hurry. She drifts through moon space, searching for forgotten whispers. Tonight, she senses one. A small, lonely wish, blinking faintly in a shadowed crater. The wish is simple, to be remembered. Aurelia bends closer, her glow wrapping around the lost wish. She hums softly, a sound like wind over silver dust, and the tiny tiny flicker grows warmer. "Do not be afraid," she whispers. "You were never lost. You were only waiting." Slowly, carefully, she lifts the wish from the shadow. It floats between her hands, soft, quivering, like a tiny lantern. Aurelia smiles. "Come with me," she says. "Let us return you to where you belong." They drift together over craters and star streams, past sleeping moons and gentle starlight bridges, until they reach the place the wish was meant to be. A small traveler sleeps nearby, its heart quiet, its mind floating in soft dreams. Aurelia carefully places the wish on the traveler's glowing heart. It nestles in, and the traveler stirs slightly, smiles in sleep, and the wish glows softly, content. The lost wish is home. Aurelia watches for a moment, then drifts away unseen. Other spirits of Star Hollow float nearby, watching in silence, protecting every dream, returning every lost hope. And far across moon space, another wish waits to be found. Aurelia glides toward it, her silver glow a comforting guide, her soft hum a lullaby for all lost whispers. Every moon, every star, every shadow in moon space knows this. Even when something seems lost, it is only waiting for a gentle hand to bring it home. Sleep now, and imagine Aurelia's glow, wrapping around every quiet hope you carry. So nothing is ever truly lost in moon space. As moon space sleeps, the spirits awaken quietly. Not all at once, not loudly, but slowly, gently, like light spreading across a dark pond. Solon drifts from Star Hollow, Neora from the Dream Gate, Aurelia from the lost wishes she carries. All the spirits of the moons begin to converge on a single glowing field. It is called the Midnight Glow, a place where they meet without talking, where they share the care they have given throughout the night. The glow of one spirit touches another, and together they form a soft, shimmering web across the sky, a living blanket of warmth for travelers and dreamers and sleepy moons alike. A tiny traveler floats nearby, still blinking softly, and feels the warmth without ever seeing the spirits themselves. Neora hums without words, and the sound moves through the stars so that even the heaviest dreams feel lighter. Solon steps carefully beside Aurelia. "Do you ever get tired?" he whispers. Aurelia smiles gently. "Sometimes," she says, "but helping dreams rest fills me again." The other spirits pulse in quiet agreement, their glow rising and falling like gentle breathing. A cold shadow drifts nearby, a lonely feeling, unnoticed. But the spirits surround it, their glow soft, patient, protective. And slowly, the shadow relaxes. Its chill melts. It becomes warmth. Above them, the moons hum quietly. Below, the craters seem softer. Even stars pause their blinking to watch the midnight glow. Every dream the spirits have guided, every wish they have returned, every fear they have held gently, all of it rises together now into one luminous wave. The tiny traveler drifts into sleep, comforted by something it cannot see, but deeply, entirely feels. The spirits do not leave. They do not vanish. They stay near, invisible but present, always ready to guide, guard, and glow. And as the midnight glow stretches across moon space, the night itself feels safe. Every heartbeat, every sleepy thought, every lost or wandering dream is protected until morning comes. Sleep now, little dreamer. Know that gentle lights are watching over you. The star spirits of the moons never let you be alone. The midnight glow begins to fade, not suddenly, but like a dream dissolving gently in sunlight. The star spirits drift apart, back to their quiet corners of moon space, to Star Hollow, the dream gate, and places where lost wishes wait. Solon floats back over sleepy craters. Neora returns to her silent vigil. Aurelia glides toward soft shadows to check for tiny, flickering hopes. Their glow dims gradually, but it never fully disappears. It lingers, a whisper of warmth in the quiet corners of the moons. The tiny traveler stirs. A smile forms, barely visible. It does not know why it feels safe, only that it does. The moon hums softly, its light pulsing like a calm heartbeat. Even the stars blink slower, as if they too want to hold on to the peace just a little longer. Solon glances back, just once. The traveler is sleeping soundly. The lost wishes are at rest. The bad dreams are softened. And he smiles. Neora whispers into the soft night, all is well. All is cared for. All is glowing. The spirits retreat, but their presence remains in every shimmer, in every floating light, in every pause between the stars. Above, the first hints of dawn brush across distant space, not harsh or bright, but gentle, like a soft kiss of morning. The tiny traveler breathes deeply and drifts further into sleep, safe, warm, loved. And as the star spirits vanish from view, they leave behind a promise. No matter how far you wander in moon space, no matter how quiet your heart feels, there is always a gentle light, watching, guiding, and glowing just for you. Sleep now, little dreamer. The star moons are near, and all is well. Tonight, little dreamer, we drift again, beyond the sleepy craters, past the silver clouds, into a sky where moons float like gentle thoughts. Our friends are here, Lumi, Pip, Moro, and Bluebell. The sleepy cuties, ready to travel, not in haste, but as soft as drifting clouds. The first moon appears ahead, pale blue, ringed with floating ice crystals that tinkle softly in this quiet. Moro shuffles closer. Look, he whispers. The moon isn't empty. It has a story waiting. And it does. For on the moon stands an abandoned space castle. Its towers shimmer faintly. Windows glow with echoes of memories, and the walls hum gently like old lullabies. Lumi floats closer, her glow reflecting in the crystal rings. I think someone used to live here, she says softly. Someone who cared for dreams. Inside, the castle feels safe. No shadows of fear. Only soft echoes of laughter. Soft footsteps of long-forgotten visitors. And the faint hum of friendly spirits that once protected this place. Pip pads carefully across the silver hallway. Each room is different. A library where books float in midair. A kitchen where pots rock gently on their own. A nursery filled with glowing cradles. And each seems to remember someone's care. Bluebell hovers near her window. She can feel the moonlight memory in the walls, warm and soft, like someone whispering, "It's okay. You are safe." After exploring the castle, they drift onward, leaving the towers behind and crossing the dark space between moons. Next, they find a glowing cave. Its entrance sparkles like frost under starlight. Inside, stalactites glow faintly, and the walls pulse with gentle warmth, like the moon itself is breathing. Morrow steps inside first. The air smells sweet, like memories of long-lost bedtime stories, soft and comforting. In the deepest chamber, they find tiny floating orbs of light. Not ghosts, not shadows, but leftover dreams from travelers long ago. Each orb drifts lazily, and when the sleepy cuties touch them, they float along, joining the group, ready to be tucked safely back into the world of sleep. Lumi drifts near a corner and discovers an old glowing doorway. It leads to a memory of the stars themselves. A sky full of constellations, shaped like the friend's earliest dreams. Pip tilts his ears. "Do you think we're seeing our own memories?" Bluebell smiles faintly. "Perhaps. Or the memories of everyone who ever cared for dreams." They float through the doorway, and suddenly, the moons seem smaller, closer together, and each step is a gentle drift from one floating world to the next. Time slows. No one hurries. They wander past abandoned castles, through glowing caves, and over craters filled with soft starlight. Every moon tells a story. Every echo is a lullaby. Every glow is a hand reaching out to make sure no one feels lost. And as they travel, they carry their own light too. Lumi, Pip, Morrow, and Bluebell, leaving tiny traces of warmth in the moons they pass. Slowly, the group drifts toward the largest moon yet, a quiet place where all the moon's memories converge, and where friendly spirits sometimes wait to smile and wave as travelers pass safely by. Tonight, little dreamer, you are traveling with them, over floating moons, through abandoned castles, into glowing caves, and into the soft, whispered memories of space itself. Rest now. The moons will guide you, and the sleepy cuties are there, always carrying light, always watching, always making sure you are safe. Beyond the glowing caves, past silver craters, the sleepy cuties drifted toward another moon, one that looked ordinary at first, soft gray, quiet. But as they neared, it shimmered faintly, like it was alive. In the center of this moon stood an ancient star tree. Its trunk was pale silver, branches stretched across the sky, and its leaves glowed softly, like tiny lanterns. Morrow shuffled closer. "Is it awake?" he whispered. Bluebell hovered near a branch. "It feels alive, like it remembers everything that ever happened on this moon." Pip padded along the base of the tree. "The stars that fell here, did they grow into this tree?" Lumi floated above, her glow reflecting on the silver bark. "Perhaps. It keeps memories safe. Dreams, wishes, laughter, even echoes of kind spirits." Tiny sparks of light floated down from the branches. They weren't leaves, but lost dream lights that had drifted here over countless nights. As the cuties touched them, the lights pulsed warmly, as if the tree itself was breathing. From the highest branch, a soft glow moved toward them. It was a friendly spirit, who had long protected the star tree. She shimmered faintly, her glow matching the leaves. Eyes gentle, smile soft, hands open in welcome. "Travelers," she said softly, "you are safe here. The tree has been waiting for someone like you." She guided them closer, and the cuties felt the history of the tree. Dreams from children on far moons, memories of laughter, echoes of starlight long forgotten. Moro tucked a few floating sparks into his dream bag. Bluebell hummed a soft melody. Pip bounced gently on a glowing root. Lumi glowed steadily, lighting the smallest paths. "Every branch is a story," the spirit whispered. "Every leaf, a dream remembered. Even if the dreamer has long drifted away, their light remains here." The sleepy cuties wandered among the branches, tracing the glowing leaves with their fingers, feeling the warmth, the quiet love, the gentle care left behind by spirits of moons past. Finally, as they floated to the edge of the moon, the star tree shimmered one last time, sending a soft pulse of light across the moons, guiding lost dreams and travelers safely onward. The cuties looked at each other. "Another moon," Lumi whispered. "Another journey." And slowly, they drifted away into the velvet space between moons toward the next adventure, and the soft glow of more abandoned castles, glowing caves, and memories waiting to be found. Rest now, little dreamer. You travel with them, and the moons themselves carry you safely, through space, through light, through dreams. Between drifting moons, through quiet stretches of starlit space, the sleepy cuties floated on. Their next discovery was a hidden moon library. It was not like any library on Earth. There were no walls, no roof, no doors, only glowing memory orbs hovering in the air, softly humming with stories inside. Moro tilted his head. "Are these dreams?" he whispered. Bluebell floated closer to a cluster of orbs. "Some are dreams. Some are memories left behind by friendly spirits. Moments of laughter, tiny wishes, even old lullabies." Lumi reached out her cloud-like glow. When she touched an orb, it opened gently, and a soft vision appeared. A child laughing under moonlight, a star falling into a sleeping village, a spirit guiding a lost dreamer home. Pip bounced from orb to orb, his tail flickering with delight. Each one tells a story, and yet they are all safe here. The cuties wandered slowly, floating carefully between the soft hums, never rushing, never disturbing the delicate light. From a higher cluster of orbs, a spirit appeared. Her glow was faint but steady, like candlelight in the dark. "I am the keeper of forgotten moments," she whispered. "Some memories are too small to be remembered by others, so I keep them here, and I wait for gentle travelers to visit." The sleepy cuties nodded softly. They understood. Every memory, every dream, every whisper of light was precious, and here it was safe. Moro tucked a small glowing orb into his dream bag. Bluebell hummed a lullaby without words. Lumi glowed warmly, and Pip's silver ears twitched with happiness. The keeper's voice drifted softly. "Not all travelers see this library, but those who do carry its light with them wherever they go." The cuties smiled, and as they left, the orbs pulsed softly, sending gentle ripples of warmth across the moon space between moons. Drifting away, they saw more moons waiting, each with abandoned castles, glowing caves, and memories left behind by friendly spirits. The journey continued, slowly, gently, like clouds moving through quiet starlight. And little dreamer, you float with them, safe and warm, carried by moonlight and memory. After leaving the hidden library, the sleepy cuties drifted through quiet space, between moons that glimmered like soft lanterns. They arrived at the secret moon garden, not made of soil, but of gentle light and floating, glowing flowers. Each flower pulsed softly, like tiny lanterns for dreams, and small, sparkling motes drifted from the petals, carrying wishes long forgotten. Bluebell floated closer. These flowers, they must be tended by spirits, she whispered. They remember every wish that has ever been whispered in moon space. A gentle glow approached. It was a spirit, tall and silver, with wings like shimmering clouds. She smiled softly. I am Solara, guardian of the moon garden, she said. I guide forgotten wishes and help them bloom into dreams again. Moro drifted carefully among the glowing flowers. Some sparkled as he passed, as if recognizing the kind heart. Everything here feels alive, he whispered. Pip twitched his ears. Can we leave wishes here too? Solara nodded. Yes, your wishes, your hopes, your gentle thoughts. They can rest here safely until they are ready to shine. Lumi hovered above a glowing pond at the center of the garden. The water shimmered with reflections of moons, castles, and caves. All the places they had visited so far. The garden remembers everything, Solara said. Every joy, every lost hope, every tiny light. They live here until someone gentle carries them forward. The sleepy cuties wandered slowly, touching floating petals, collecting tiny sparkles of light, and feeling the warmth of the garden settle in their hearts. Suddenly, a small lost wish drifted toward them. A faint flicker, trembling. Solara smiled. Sometimes, the garden sends wishes to travelers who need them most. The cuties caught the wish gently. Pip whispered, Don't worry, we'll keep you safe. The little light pulsed happily, nestled among the group. The garden's glow spread softly across the moons, tracing rivers of light through space, guiding the cuties onward, to more abandoned castles, more glowing caves, and more memories held by friend-only spirits. And as they drifted away, the moon garden's light lingered, a gentle reminder that no wish is ever truly lost, and that gentle spirits are always near. Sleep now, little dreamer. You are traveling with them, through soft moons, glowing gardens, and gentle lights that guide every wish safely home. Beyond the secret moon garden, the sleepy cuties drifted into a quiet stretch of starlit space, where tiny moons floated closer together, like stepping stones across the sky. On one of these moons, they discovered a floating moon village. It was small, with soft, glowing roofs and pathways made of moonlight dust. No one lived there now, but every building held echoes of laughter, tiny footfalls, and the warmth of long-forgotten adventures. Bluebell hovered over a lantern post. It's so quiet, but it feels alive. Moro wandered among the homes, touching a glowing doorframe, feeling the hum of old stories. Someone once cared very much for this place, he whispered. Pip padded over a soft, glowing cobblestone street, tiny sparkles floating up with each step. Even though it's empty, it's still kind, he said. From above, a faint glow approached. It was a friendly village spirit, a guardian, who had watched over the moon village for centuries. She shimmered softly, her eyes full of memory, and her voice was gentle as moonlight. "Welcome, traveler," she whispered. "I am Lyra, keeper of forgotten laughter. Even when no one walks these streets, I remember every smile, every playful thought, every kind moment." The cuties drifted slowly through the village, touching soft, glowing signs, listening to the faint echoes of old voices, and feeling the warmth of long-forgotten care settle around them. A tiny lost memory floated toward them, a flickering sparkle of joy, not remembered by anyone, but safe here, with Lyra's watchful glow. Lumi glided forward, catching the memory in her light. "It's so gentle," she whispered. "Even forgotten things can feel loved." The spirit Lyra smiled. "Every memory, every soft laugh, every quiet kindness lives here. And when gentle travelers like you come, they are carried forward again." The cuties left the village slowly, their trail of soft glow mingling with the lingering warmth of the streets. Above them, the moons continued to drift, past abandoned castles, through glowing caves, over gardens of wishes, and toward the next moon waiting to share its story. And little dreamer, you drift with them, carried by moonlight, guided by friendly spirits, through every quiet memory, every abandoned moon, and every soft echo of space. The sleepy cuties drifted onward, through the soft, starlit stretches of space, where floating moons gathered closer, as if leaning together to whisper to one another. Ahead, they saw the moon convergence, a cluster of moons, each glowing faintly, each carrying echoes of castles, caves, gardens, and villages, all alive with gentle memories and dreams. Bluebell hovered in awe. "It's like all the moons are saying hello." Morrow nodded slowly. "All the stories we've seen, all the spirits we've met, they're here together now." From each moon, soft lights drifted upward. Spirits of Star Hollow, Dreamgate, Moon Garden, and the village, all converging in a gentle glow. The cuties floated between the lights, feeling warmth from every story, every dream, every memory. Above them, the moons hummed softly, not with sound, but with calm, with comfort, with the promise of safety. Pip yawned and curled up beside Bluebell. "Even the stars feel sleepy," he whispered. Lumi's glow softened, blending with the drifting lights, and Morrow tucked his dream bag close as the convergence pulsed like a living heartbeat. The friendly spirits hovered gently, watching over every moon, every memory, every dreamer, without rushing, without leaving. And the sleepy cuties understood. No matter how far they drift, how many moons they pass, there is always care here. Always light, always warmth. The moon convergence wrapped them in soft silver glow, like a lullaby without words, a blanket across the sky that held every dream safe, until the next sunrise, or until the next dream, until the next gentle journey through space. Little dreamer, you are drifting here too, carried by moons, guided by spirits, and wrapped in warmth. Sleep deeply, through floating moons, through abandoned castles, through glowing caves, through gardens and villages, until every dream is at rest. The sleepy cuties drifted slowly through the calm expanse of moon space, where stars blinked like soft candles, and the moons hummed quietly to themselves. Tonight, everything comes together. Every story, every journey, every gentle light, and prepares for a soft farewell. The friendly spirits of Star Hollow float beside the cuties one last time. Their glow soft and steady, like a warm hand on a sleeping shoulder. Nyora, Solon, Aurelia, Solara, Lyra. Each spirit takes a quiet moment to return to their resting place. Their duty done for the night, their hearts full of care. The moon garden pulses gently, its glow stretching across the moons, touching abandoned castles, glowing caves, libraries, and villages, leaving a comforting light behind. Moro yawns and curls in a soft crescent. Pip nuzzles Bluebell. Lumi's glow dims just enough to match the rhythm of quiet breaths in space. A gentle hush drifts across moon space as the tiny lost wishes, dreams, and memories all find their places, safe, warm, and held by unseen hands. The moon spirit, now fully at rest, rises in a soft silver glow, casting calm across every crater, valley, and floating island, illuminating the world with a quiet, loving light. The sleepy cuties whisper softly to the spirits. Good night. Thank you for watching over everything. And the spirits reply with warmth, not with words, but with gentle pulses of light, like the moon itself is blinking in approval. The moons seem to lean closer, the stars shimmer slower, and the universe exhales a cosmic sigh of peace. Every traveler, every dream, every memory is tucked safely into the night, and the gentle hush of space rocks them into sleep. Little dreamer, you are here too. Wrapped in the glow of moons, held by the spirit's soft light, and cradled by the quiet cosmic sky. Sleep now. The world is calm. All stories have been told. All wishes are at rest, and the moon glows brighter, watching over you until morning comes. After a night of guiding dreams, returning wishes, and wandering through glowing moons, the friendly spirits gather once more, their glows soft and steady, like candlelight in the quiet. Solon floats near a drifting cloud of stars. Nyora hovers over the dream gate. Aurelia drifts through floating wishes. Solara lingers among the moon garden flowers. Lyra glides along the quiet streets of the moon village. Each spirit looks to the cuties and to the sleeping moons and smiles softly, their work for the night complete. They've found rest, Solara whispers. Every dreamer, every lost wish, every memory is safe. The cuties nod, their glow soft and sleepy. Pip curls beside Bluebell. Moro drifts low. Lumi shines gently, her light blending with the spirit's warmth. The moon above them pulses brighter, not harshly, but softly, as if it too is saying, good night. All is well. Tiny sparks of light drift toward the sky, and echoes of laughter, joy, and gentle care, carried upward by the friendly spirits and tucked safely into starlight. The cuties whisper goodbye to each spirit, and the spirits reply with soft glows, fading slowly, like a gentle exhale, a lullaby without words. The stars blink slowly, the moons hum quietly, and all of space feels warm, soft, and calm, ready for rest. Little dreamer, your eyes grow heavy, your breath slows, and you drift under the cosmic sky, held by the soft glow of every moon, every spirit, vow, and every gentle story. Sleep now. The universe watches, and the moon glows brighter to light your dreams through the night. After a night of guiding lost wishes, wandering moon gardens, and drifting through floating villages, the sleepy cuties finally feel it. The soft pull of their own rest. Morrow curls into a silver crescent, his dream bag tucked like a pillow, tail brushing gently over soft starlight. Bluebell floats near a glowing crater, her glow dimming to a warm ember light. Eyelids heavy, body soft, swaying with the rhythm of quiet space. Pip snuggles beside her, ears twitching once, twice, then still, breathing slow and calm. Lumi hovers a moment longer, watching the gentle pulse of moons and stars, feeling the glow of the spirits still nearby, and slowly lowering herself into soft rest, her light blending with the warmth around her. The spirits watch silently, eye each glowing faintly, as if whispering without words. Sleep well. You've carried light tonight. Now it carries you. The moons shimmer gently. The stars blink slower, and the universe itself exhales, folding everything into quiet, soft peace. The cutie's glow pulses one last time, a gentle farewell to the night's adventures, to abandoned castles, glowing caves, secret gardens, and floating villages. All the memories and wishes they've touched. Then, slowly, the light softens, and their breaths sink with the hush of space. Little dreamer, you are drifting with them, through quiet moons, past warm spirits, beneath the glowing cosmic sky. Held safe and calm, the moon glows brighter, soft, steady, illuminating dreams, and sending a gentle farewell. Good night. Sleep well. All is safe. All is at peace. The sleepy cuties rest now, curled beneath the glow of drifting moons, floating peacefully through the quiet space. Above them, the friendly spirits drift slowly, their light dimming softly, like a gentle exhale after a long, caring night. Solon, Neora, Aurelia, Solara, Lyra, all shimmer faintly, then begin to fade, leaving behind warmth, calm, and a quiet, lingering glow. The moon spirit rises slightly, casting silver light across every crater, cave, garden, and village, illuminating the sleeping moons and the quiet, drifting travelers below. A hush spreads across moon space, soft as a lullaby, as if every star, every floating moon, and every drifting memory is tucking the universe into rest. Tiny lost wishes, glowing memories, and gentle echoes of laughter all find their places, nestled safely among moonlight, held tenderly by invisible hands. The moons pulse together, a rhythm like breathing, slow, steady, peaceful, a cosmic heartbeat to guide dreamers through the night. And the sleepy cuties' glows mingle with the lingering warmth until they blend completely with moonlight, soft, gentle, and still. Little dreamer, you are here too, held by every gentle spirit, cradled by the glowing moons, wrapped in every quiet story, and carried by the hush of the cosmic sky. Sleep now. All is safe. All is loved. And the moon glows brighter, watching over you, until morning comes. After resting beneath the glowing moons, the sleepy cuties awaken slowly, stirring in the soft light of drifting stars. Tonight, they are not wandering moons or villages, but riding the star-streamed rivers of light flowing between moons, softly glowing, sparkling like liquid starlight. Bluebell floats first, tracing a path along the stream, her glow reflecting in the sparkling currents. Moro drifts beside her, tail brushing the ribbons of light, feeling the gentle pull of the stream, as if it is guiding them on a quiet, magical journey. Pip giggles softly, catching tiny floating sparks. Look, they follow us. Lumi glides above, her light mingling with the stream, sending ripples of silver glow that stretch across the flowing rivers of stars. Along the stream, they pass gentle echoes of past adventures. A floating castle, softly crumbling. A glowing cave humming quietly. A moon garden with petals still drifting. And each echo smiles, not loudly, but warmly, as if saying, "You are safe. You are remembered. You are home." A friendly spirit drifts alongside them, her silver wings brushing the star stream. "Even the rivers of light hold memories," she whispers. "Every star you pass has watched over someone, and now it watches over you too." The cuties float slowly, letting the currents carry them, laughing quietly, tracing paths of glow, and drifting deeper into the soft, calm night. The star streams bend around sleeping moons, past floating villages, through glowing caves, carrying light, warmth, and the memory of every gentle story. Little dreamer, you ride with them, feeling the soft pull of starlight, wrapped in warmth, cradled by light, guided by spirits, and drifting toward deeper, peaceful sleep. The sleepy cuties drifted slowly along the star stream, rivers of light that carried them through quiet moons, past glowing caves and floating gardens, toward the final resting point of their journey. Above them, friendly spirits from all moons glimmered softly, watching the cuties with warm, gentle smiles, their light blending with the flowing star streams like a living lullaby. Solon glided beside them, his gold glow steady. "Every journey must rest, and every traveler needs peace," he whispered. Neora floated near the dream gate, her silver glow mingling with the streams. Even the softest dreams deserve protection, and the gentlest hearts deserve rest. The star streams widen, flowing into a quiet pool of cosmic light, where the cuties and spirits could pause and say their soft goodbyes. Bluebell's glow dimmed slightly. Moro curled in a crescent. Pip nuzzled beside her. Lumi floated quietly, and all felt the warm, calm pulse of space surrounding them. The spirits hovered one last time, their soft glows fading gently, leaving behind warmth, light, and a promise. All is safe. All is cared for. All is loved. The moons shimmered softly. The stars blinked slow and steady, and the universe itself seemed to sigh, folding the night into quiet, peaceful rest. Little dreamer, you float here too, cradled by moonlight, wrapped in the soft starlight, and carried by the gentle echoes of every story, every spirit, every dream. Sleep now. All is calm. All is bright. And the cosmic sky glows gently over you until morning comes.